Welcome! In this video I'm going to be taking a look at this Highhub Rechargeable LED Headlamp 2-pack. So this was provided to me by the distributor, but they're not compensating me for this video and they're not reviewing it before I post it. If you find this video helpful and you want to purchase one of these, I'll put a link to it in the description, and if you use that link it helps me out a little bit and doesn't cost you anything extra. So let's get this open. So this charges with USB Type-C and it comes with two charge cables. So if you're splitting this up, you have a cable for each headlamp. And I'll just get one out since they're identical. Looks like it even comes with two user manuals. So let's take a quick look at it. So here's a product overview. We have the battery indicator, sensor mode switch, key mode switch, sensor receiver, Type-C charging port, white XPG, red XPE, and COB. So that's a white LED spotlight, a red LED spotlight, and COB is chip on board. So that's a wide angle light. Here's a list of the product features. It has 12 different lighting modes. It's IPX4 waterproof rated. It charges with USB. This shows the different modes. It says press the key switch to adjust 6 lighting modes, press the sensor switch to adjust 6 lighting modes, press and hold the key switch and sensor switch for 3 seconds at any mode to turn off directly. So if you have the light on and you don't want it to go to the next mode, you can hold down the button to turn it off. So the modes are COB strong light, COB weak light, XPG strong light, XPG weak light, XPE red light, XPE SOS red strobe. And then we have the sensor modes. This talks about charging it. It says charging time is 3 to 4 hours. Has an LED indicator. Each LED is 25%. And here we have product specs. So according to the Amazon description, runtime is up to 10 hours. So let's look at the light. So here we have silicone and we have the COB. These are the spotlights. This is where we charge it. USB Type-C goes in there. On the inside of the silicone here, we have this foam. It's like a waffle texture to pat against your head. And then we have an elastic band here, and this is adjustable. Looks like adjustable on both sides. So to adjust it, you pinch the plastic here and we'll pull on it, and you can also kind of help it through. Like so. Then to turn it on, we'll press the power button. Now the rest of this video will have some flashing lights in it in case you're sensitive. So the button towards the front is power, so I'll press it. So that turned it on. Let me get the modes up so I get them correct. So that's COB strong light. That's COB weak light. Now it's flashing on camera here, but that's just how it dims it. You don't see that flashing in person. Then we have that spotlight on the side. So that's spotlight high, spotlight low. This is the red light, and this is red strobe. Now that is flashing at a higher frequency. So that red light can be nice when you're camping and such, and you want to see in the dark, but you don't want to turn on a really bright white light. So next we have the sensor mode. So I'll press it. Now what this does is it turns on and off when you wave your hand next to your head. So if I wave it, this will turn off. Wave it again, it will turn back on. So maybe you're wearing this when you're around other people and you need to turn it on or off. Maybe your hands are dirty, like if you're working on a car. So you could have this on looking at the car. You stand up, you go to talk to someone, you can wave this. It will shut it off when you're talking to them so you're not blinding them. And then when you get back to working on the car, you can wave your hand and turn it back on. So this is going to have the same modes as the regular light. So I'll put this on and show it on my head. Okay, so I'll put this on my head. So the light is going to be on my right side, and I'll tighten this up just a little bit. That's probably a little tight. It's probably good there. So I'll center the COB on the middle of my head, and then the one closest towards the front was just the regular on-off switch. There, and then the other was the sensor switch. So here we have that on, and if I move my hand there, it will turn it on and off. Now if I have it on a mode and I want to turn it off immediately, I can just hold down on the button and it will turn it off. So next I'll charge it up. So you can charge this up with a phone charger or other USB port that has charging capabilities. So here it's plugged in, and you can see we have 3 lit up and the 4th one is flashing. So it's charging up that last 25%. And it's currently charging at 0.67 amps. So that rate can change depending on the state of charge of the headlamp. So I'm going to let this finish charging up, and I'll take it out in the dark and demonstrate it. Okay, so we're out here in my garage and it is dark in here. I'm at the engine bay of my car. Let's turn the light on. So here we have COB light high, and you can see this is very bright. Let me turn on the wide angle, and I apologize for the shadow here. So here's low. Now here's the spotlight. That is also very bright. There's the low, And here's the red light and the red strobe. So with the Cobb, you could look around, maybe you don't know what the problem is with your car, and when you want to hone in on something, you could turn that spotlight on to really focus on it. Here I'm pointing at the rear tire, turn the Cobb on. So that is not coming through on camera very well. That's much, much brighter in person than it is on camera. And here we have the spotlight. That's coming through a little bit better on camera. Here I'm at the end of my 50-foot driveway, and let's turn that Cobb light on. So this is lighting up nearby. But there's that spotlight at 50 feet. It's really projecting that light out. So that's the Highhub Rechargeable LED Headlamp 2-pack. I really like the amount of light this puts out. If you're doing some work on a project, this can be great. A traditional headlamp oftentimes will only have a spotlight, but you might be trying to diagnose a problem where you're looking around at different things. Well, this is going to spread the light everywhere. But then when you have times when you need a spotlight, you have those here. So this could be good for working on your car, and it could also be good for going camping or doing inspections and things like that. I like that this has 2 modes on it, so you can just turn it on or off, or you have that sensor mode, so that gives it lots of flexibility. I found this very comfortable to wear. It's very lightweight, and this comes with 2 lights, so you could have one in your house, one in your car. You could give one to a friend or spouse, or you could keep one for yourself and give the other away as a gift. So that's all I'm going to cover in this video. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. If you liked this video, please click like. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd appreciate it if you could do that. And thanks for watching. Until next time, goodbye.